US Central Bank head Jerome Powell announcing another rise in its main interest rate.
The Fed has been gradually returning interest rates closer to levels that are normal in a healthy economy.
And it didn't take the man who appointed Powell to run the Federal Reserve long to react.
Unfortunately, they just raised interest rates a little bit because we are doing so well. I'm not happy about that.
It's not the first time. In July, Trump criticized Powell's previous interest rate rise, claiming it could slow US economic growth. The White House quickly clarified Trump's remarks, saying he respects the Fed's independence. That's because Trump had broken another unwritten rule, that the US Central Bank should be free to do its work without any political interference. So why does it matter?
You want to have an independent central bank that looks beyond the election and say what is right for the entire economy, for the entire country. Now, if you have a politician who's attacking the independence of the central bank, then you bring up the whole problem of political interference. That's dangerous.
And if interest rates are too high for Trump now, they were too low when he ran for president. Trump replaced Powell's predecessor Janet Yellen for keeping interest rates at record lows to make borrowing cheap. He claimed this helped his election rival, Hillary Clinton.
This Janet Yellen of the Fed is doing political by keeping the interest rates at this level.
Trump isn't the first president to try to influence the Fed. Soaring inflation during the 1970s economic crisis was partly blamed on President Richard Nixon pressuring the then Fed chair to keep interest rates low. But is the Fed's independence now at risk under Trump?
They've done a pretty good job over the last century. And I think this current structure can probably last for another century and do a pretty good job.
Powell appears able to resist the pressure, telling reporters, "We don't consider political factors." And even if he was appointed by the president, he's accountable to Congress, not the White House. Owen Fairclough, CGTN, Washington.